Good day, YouTubians. This is Barron's Beauty coming back at you. Got to thinking after I did my introductory video that because I want you all to come and join me on this journey, let's take this journey together, that before I started doing any type of tutorials, that it probably would be best if I went on ahead and first did a Texlax process. Now, as I stated in my introductory video, I do stretch. And normally my stretches are 3 to 4 months. And how long, depending on whether it be 3 months or 4 months, is going to be determined by how much new growth I have. I do believe in growth aids. I'm just an advocate of it because I have seen how it has helped my hair. So I do believe in growth aids as far as something to accelerate that growth speed. But there are times where I'm on top of my game. I'm doing them growth aids and doing my scalp massages like I'm supposed to, and I do see the results that my hair grows, grow faster. So at that time, if I have a lot of new growth in a short period of time, at 3 months, I'm going to go ahead and do a Texlax process. Now, there are some times where I just don't have the time or have slacked on doing my growth aid process or doing my scalp massages. And again, I can see the difference in the growth rate. I have new growth, but it doesn't be a lot to where I have to go ahead and do a Texlax treatment. But one thing about my new growth, it grows in very thick. And it does make it very hard to manage, which does result into some breakage right there at the demarcation line in shedding. And I don't like that. So even with that, sometimes if I have to go ahead and break my stretch, I'm going to do it. Because it's not about, oh, I have to wait 3 to 4 months. No. If in 2 months I see that this is not becoming healthy for my hair, then I'm going to go ahead and Texlax. It's not about process. And please, ladies, don't get so stuck on technique, regimen that, you get so stuck on that you forego the health of your hair. Sometimes you got to break what you're doing. Like when you start for those that believe in growth aids, you may start something and realize, man, I'm having a lot of shedding. You may need to scale back or stop using it. Plain and simple. No matter what growth other women are getting, it may not be for you and your chemical makeup. So what I decided is I'm going to go ahead and do a Texlax treatment on this evening. And so that you would know how long it's been, it's actually only been 10 weeks since my last Texlax treatment. I don't know if I mentioned in my introductory video, but let me explain. When I did my last Texlax treatment, I was on 4 months into a stretch. And I went on ahead and did the Texlax treatment. I decided for that treatment to use a Dominican relaxer because I love Dominican products. I sell Dominican products. That's how much I love them. I sell them, okay? And I started selling them because I saw the turnaround and how healthy the products were for African-American women textured hair, okay? So I've been searching to find a relaxer, Dominican-based relaxer, that I can do my Texlax process with. Well, I decided after a 4-month stretch to try this Dominican relaxer, and it did nothing. And one thing about me, anytime that I decide to try any new relaxer or anything that comes in strength, and most that I can think of, the only thing that comes in strength that we would use would be relaxers. I always gonna start out with mild or the lowest degree that it comes in. And I would urge you ladies to do that as well, because you don't know how their mound is, or how their extra strength or their course formula is. And one thing you don't want is, you don't want to try something and it was just too harsh for the hair. And sometimes they put mild, but it'd be enough to straighten your hair. Okay, so I always start out with the lowest form, and when I did that, lo and behold, I'm telling you, when I rinsed that stuff out my hair, it looked like I didn't even have a perm. Didn't look like I had a Texlax process done. So, and of course, I'm like, well, I just have to deal with it. And I just really been wearing protective styles since then. And normally when I do a Texlax process, I do like to go ahead and do a flat iron. Wear my hair out, enjoy it for that time. And because that's one thing about me, I'm not so stuck on growing long hair that I don't want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it. And so when I do my Texlax process, most times I will go ahead and straighten my hair out. I don't use blow dryers. I have a blow dryer. If I have an emergency and have to use it, I will. But thank you, Lord, I have not had to use a blow dryer in about 6 years now. About 6 years it's been since I've used a blow dryer. But nevertheless, I would just let it air dry and I would flat iron. And unfortunately, I couldn't even do that. I just had to put it in my little lovely ponytail and keep it moving. So it's actually been now 2.5 months, 10 weeks since I had the Texlax Gone Wrong done. So I really feel that it is okay for me to go ahead and break this stretch and do a Texlax process. Technically, you can look at it as it's been 10 weeks since the last time I did a process. However, as far as how much new growth I have, it's actually been 6.5 weeks. 6.5 months. Okay, so you're looking at what, 26? Yeah, 26 weeks. So because that other Texlax, it didn't take it all. It didn't do anything. And one thing about my grade of hair, or my head, it grows in thicker at the crown than it does in the front. Why? That's just how it is. So I've been always able to, the front, I can get that, looking decent when I'm deep into stretches. But my back, I don't even try and deal with it. I wash it and it goes in a ponytail and I let it dry and keep it moving with whatever protective style I'm going to wear for the week. So getting down to what this tutorial is about, this is how I prep my hair for my Texlax treatment. I've already done this one, and I'm going to do this one. I've already parted my hair into 4 sections, 1, 2, and 2 in the back. Now, I then take each section and I break that down into 2. I do this anytime I'm deep into a stretch, whether it's me oiling, massaging, well, not massaging, but oiling, pre-pooing, applying a growth aid, shampooing, conditioning, whatever it is that I'm doing to my hair. When I'm deep into a stretch, I always take this, I always section my hair before I manipulate it. And then I take each section and I section it into 2 as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is detangle. My hair, and I've actually cheated a little bit, it's already been detangled, but just for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to redo it. I'm going to detangle some more, sorry. So what I do is I've now separated that into 2. First thing I do before I start using my comb is I'm going to use my God-given fingers. Because to me, ladies, that's the best detangler you got going for you. And I try and get all tangles, knots, all shed hair, get all that out before I introduce the comb, okay? So first thing I do is I always just go through and just kindly, you know, separate it, especially after coming off of protective styles, because I am a PS lady, a protective style lady. I have different protective styles that I love. The one on my introductory video where I had the bamboo braid coming down in the front and the back was in a banana bun. And I'm going to do a tutorial. I had one lady did chime in and request to know exactly how the back of my hair was. So I am going to do a tutorial on that. That is one of my favorite protective styles, especially when I'm stretching, because the bamboo twist, it looks so good thick. So especially when I'm stretching. But coming out of a week of wearing protective style, the first thing I do is go through and try and just manually separate my hair. Manually separate it. Okay. I'm now feeling for any knots. At the same time, removing any tangles, especially tangles that are being caused by shed hairs. And ladies, probably 95% of, if not more, of your tangles is caused by your shed hair. And that's the hair that's naturally shedding from your scalp. What happens when your scalp releases it? Especially when you are like me and do not use a comb during the week. I do not use a comb during the week when I'm in my stretches. Right after I get a Texlax treatment, I do, because again, I wear it out. I wear it flat iron, so I do use a comb. But when I'm doing protective styles, I do not. I redo my protective style every morning. However, I do not go in and manipulate my hair with a comb or anything like that. I don't even go through and do a detangling during the week. Now, like I said, I don't want people to think, oh, she's going the whole week with, you know, ponytail looking all, you know, scrunchy and everything. No, I redo my protective style every morning. However, because of the protective styles that I wear, I can, for example, let's say it's a ponytail. I'm able to gather my hair back and put that ponytail holder on or my banana clip on, and it looks fine. And then I just take my, I have a baby brush. That's what I use to manicure the outsides and my edges. And let me tell you what I mean by baby brush. Okay, this is my baby brush. Oops, fell in the sink. This is my baby brush. Do not want you all to think that I went and stole this from my daughter. No. I actually purchased this from Sally's about 4 years ago, actually. It is not as soft as a real baby brush. This would be like for a toddler, I would say. I would say like my daughter, but her hair right now, her hair is so long and curly that I don't brush it at all. I just use a wide tooth comb for her hair. She has hair like her daddy. But this is a baby brush. And like I said, the bristles, they are soft, but not too soft where it cannot manicure your ponytail or your edges. You know, but they are soft enough to not cause any type of undue friction to your hair, okay? And I just lowered my voice because I hear my daughter waking up, so let me just lower my voice a little bit. I get excited when I'm talking about hair. But nevertheless, I just take my baby brush, and like after I do my ponytail, I'm then able to manicure my edges as well as the ponytail, and I'm good to go. You know, so that's how, you know, I'm able to not manipulate my hair with a comb or anything throughout the week either.